I remember the time I sat down with your book and I was like, I'm going to read this.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to. There's so much content happening all the time.
Oh my God, so much content.
It's unbelievable.
That's a great thing about content is it never stops. It always keeps, because you think about it. There's so much content in the world. You go your whole life. You could live 10 lifetimes and not consume all of it. Facebook, TikTok, all these places, they're like, there should be some more content.
We're part of the problem here. I think we're part of the problem. We're adding content.
Dude, this is not content. This is art, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We're making, there's a difference. Come on, dude.
I don't want to be somebody that's like putting onto the fire. Maybe I'll go do something else.
Why are you dressed like one of those little creatures from Star Wars? The ones that are like, ooh, teeny. What are those called? What are those things called? No. Yeah, kind of Ewok, but it's the things with, they have the... You sound like this. You should, dude, that's a good impression.
Part of the problem, I guess.
What, that we're just making...
turn the cameras off then.
Why don't we turn the cameras off, keep talking into the mics, and just have a conversation?
No.
Well, you're like, no,
Brandon. We've got to sell some real tea.
We have to sell some real, some real tea. Yeah.
What's the best piece of content you've seen lately? Or has there seen anything that you've been like, oh my God, this is incredible?
Well, dude, I've been reading a lot of
Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
That's content.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of Dostoevsky.
Oh man, Dostoevsky's blowing up.
He's getting huge on Book Talk, dude.
Is Dostoevsky?
Do you know what Book Talk is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about books.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's great.
You wrote a book, didn't you?
I did. Well, I had somebody ghostwrite the book for me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's a ghostwriter for me. But so I didn't actually...
It's like an actual ghost? Or?
Come on, dude. How would it be an actual ghost? They don't have fingers.
O.J. Simpson?
If I did it too. If I did it again. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
If I did it again.
So that's what the book's about. It's
about
the OJ
murder. The OJ case.
And you can't get a publisher?
It's so weird. I had to self-publish.
You've written 2 novels. That's like exciting, isn't it?
You mean OJ?
Your problem is, Brand. What?
Do you mean OJ? He wrote 2 novels. It's pretty great.
You did. You wrote 2 novels.
No, I wrote 1 novel, and I guess.
Technically, the
technically,
other
I wrote the
done.
other one. It's in the process of getting published.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you don't give yourself enough credit. That's your problem.
Well,
I feel like all my friends are like this.
What, they don't give themselves credit?
Yeah. They're very downplaying. What is downplaying?
I think it's a. Well, for me,
give me a compliment.
Who?
Give me a compliment. Come on. Jason,
maybe roll an ad right now while I think of one.
We already did the ad.
Oh, okay.
So what is it? Why do we downplay stuff? I think that's an interesting topic.
I think culture now makes it to where everyone is encouraged to downplay everything that they do, and no one's allowed to have passion for anything anymore because it's considered cringe.
Really?
Yeah. It's like if you do whatever, if you have a passion for art, or painting or whatever, and you're too passionate about it, it's almost considered cringe for whatever reason.
Well, what about guys that the guys that flex? They're like, I got this. You want this Lamborghini? I got it.
Those guys are in horrible debt and are hanging on by a thread. All those guys that do that they're just hanging on by a thread, whether it's a mental break, like a mental snap, or.
Have you seen the Tai Lopez ads?
No.
He's off and running, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's a great guy, and I would love to talk to him. Mm-hmm. But his ads come up a lot for me, probably because I'm in a bad place financially. Ty, I'm here if you need me.
Yeah.
But I need you, Ty.
Yeah.
But he's on a runway, and he's like, if I was going to start a business right now, AI automation, get with brands, automate the brands, get back with AI. She's just talking in circles.
Yeah.
What are you talking
what are you
about?
talking?
Yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah, and you're buying all this. You're like you're
up for a few courses. I am a terrible. Brandon, I have a problem.
You gambling?
No.
Did you gamble away Wyatt's college fund?
No, I don't gamble, but I buy things that I see.
Okay.
So I'll see a thing that's like, this can automate all your YouTube videos, or this is AI can create this. Mm-hmm. These can cut shorts for you.
Yeah.
And then I think I bought 4 things last week that are $49 a month.
what to like help you with your own
to help me with my
stuff.
content.
Yeah.
But then I'll go to the place and I'll be like, all right, let's try to, and then I can't figure it out. And I'm like, fuck.
Well, it's automated, right? Everything that you're getting, it's automated.
Yeah, it's
AI, it's for AI. It's good. So
it's automated, but I have to at least like sign in.
Yeah. Oh, and you forget your password a lot.
I can't figure it out.
Well, I'm saying I don't want you to give into the AI slop stuff. Because AI is using automated stuff to edit and all that stuff. I think it's like scary to me.
If you could do something in 10 minutes, why wouldn't you do it?
But you wouldn't be doing it. AI would be doing it.
If I can get 2 hours of what's left of my crappy life, which I only have a few years left probably.
Right.
Why wouldn't I get that back? In other words, it's a program that auto cuts.
Okay.
So it basically what we're doing right now.
But it's so just based off of like what we're saying.
Yeah. So when you talk, it cuts to you.
Me.
I mean that's all it is.
That's all.
But
okay.
I know what you're saying. You're saying like, don't get into like. I know what you're saying, like auto posting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Automation.
Because all the AI stuff's scary to me. Is it scary? Is it scary to you at all, or do you see it? Because you're at the end of your life, so you're thinking about like. I don't think you're thinking about the future much, right?
No, I'm ready to peace out.
Yeah, you're
honestly. I saw this AI stuff coming, and I'm like, all right, guys, good luck.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
that's it. You're just out.
Yeah. What are we supposed to do? There's going to be no influencers in 5 years.
Why do you think? Oh, you think because there's going to be AI generated influencers?
Yeah, like I'll just make it. Like I said to you the other night, I was like, "We'll make an influencer that's as funny as you and as good looking as Todd." Did you see what Todd got a little hurt?
Yeah, it's like what the fuck?
Why did he get hurt?
I think because you said as funny as me and as good looking as you, which implies that Todd
is not funny.
It's not funny. That's what
Todd
you're
is
implying.
funny, but
I know.
I mean, we all have our strengths.
So in both of those things, you're implying that I'm ugly and Todd's not funny. That's what you're implying. You're like, with your humor and your looks.
What? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be a cool influencer?
That would be a great, it'd be
tandem.
great. You could
Yeah, sorry, Todd. I wasn't saying you're not funny.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying he wasn't funny. I was just saying like, but that's what it's going to be.
You're just saying he's hotter than me, which he is. It's the truth about it.
Yeah, you're all right.
No, I know that.
Yeah, you took a compliment. Good job.
No, I mean, I know.
Good job. We were talking about that with David. We were like, he can't take a compliment. And and yeah, I don't know why. I guess we all try to. Like,
your compliment was "you're all right." That's not a compliment. I said sure. You didn't say you're really good looking. You went, "You're okay. You're like wallpaper. You're like, So like, I mean, I didn't really know how to. That wasn't a compliment to take. It was more just agreeing with you.
Yo, Todd wrote a song, and he said it to me the other day.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually good.
That's cool.
But I don't know what to do for him.
What do you mean?
Like, how's he going to get it out?
What do you mean?
He's got to, like, make a music video.
Yeah.
Like, you make a song. Like, what? How do you
Dude, I just make the song of the summer. He has to do that. He has to do that.
He does have to do that.
The artists have to promote themselves like that now.
He does have to do that.
Think about
and I don't think he's willing to do that.
Think about this shit back in the day, dude. Like Radiohead.
Yeah.
Like, they would have never been able to get famous if they came out today.
Yeah.
Because, like, Tom York's like this, like, he's like such a shy little guy. They're all such shy little guys that make amazing music.
Right.
But they just make the music and they release it, and obviously labels and stuff do marketing for them.
Yeah.
But like, they would never be. Do you think Tom York could ever just be like, "Did I make the song of the summer?" for I don't know, what was that album he released?
In Rainbows.
Oh my god, I love In Rainbows. But yeah, no, his solo work, fucking.
They lost me on In Rainbows.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I'll listen to it again.
What
today.
are you talking? Really?
There's like 2 out there for me.
In Rainbows was 2 out there
think
for
so.
you, dude.
If I'm remembering it,
Oh,
right.
so you got through Kid A, and you were fine with it.
Kid A is.
You got through.
Kid A, they kind of lost me.
Kid A is like very experimental.
I like Karma Police.
So you like OK Computer?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if In Rainbows is too much for me. We should.
Dude, In Rainbows is the that's like one of my favorites of theirs.
Yeah, I'm out. And I like Radiohead.
You listen to it. Just give it a second.
No, it's too frenetic. It's too like...
Frenetic? What are you talking about? OK Computer's so frenetic.
I like this part.
This is 15 Step, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this.
How dare you say that?
All right, I'm going to give it another shot.
How dare you say that about In Rainbows?
No. Jesus Christ.
Just listen to In Rainbows. You don't need to watch The Brutalist if you don't want to. But I'm very surprised you said that because Paranoid Android off of OK Computer, you don't like loud, angry sounding music.
I don't like when it's too like avant-garde.
Right.
I like things that are poppy.
Don't watch The Brutalist then. You will not like The Brutalist.
Should we talk about the Oscars?
We can if you want.
Great show.
Great show.
Conan was great.
Conan was great, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, like if you just look at the jokes and look at what he did, and like he also like he's the only one that can really do self-deprecating humor of all those hosts. If I think about all the hosts, like Jimmy Kimmel,
yeah,
he was just having fun out there, which is like reminded me, like, yeah, just have fun.
Yeah, honestly, my mom was like that Bob Dylan movie. She was like, "This is the best movie I've seen in the past 5 years." She loved it.
I love it.
You loved it too?
I've seen it twice.
Yeah. And I liked it a good amount, but I was like, no, dude, Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. I was like,
Adrian
Brody.
See because it's too long.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you would
3 hours and 34 minutes, dog. Come on, get out of here.
How? Okay, let me ask you a question.
Who's got that time?
Who's got that time?
That's why I need the automation. The AI automation. I'll watch The Brutalist.
Who's got that?
Sit and edit.
Okay.
This is interesting. I know this. You saw The Brutalist 4 times in the theater.
I did.
So that means you got in your car. Our lives are so different. Our lives are so different. I am so envious of you.
Okay.
That I can't even go see The Brutalist once.
Because you don't have time or because you don't want to? You have time.
If I were you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go see The Brutalist.
What does that mean, though? You have no time to...
Like, you have no kids. You have no wife. I mean, you've got nothing going on. And you got the book.
Yeah.
And 1 TikTok a day. That's it.
Sure.
Those are your babies right now.
I mean, I have.
You have any other responsibilities?
Yeah, I have other things that I have to tend to. Yeah.
Like what? Like
family. Like refilling my water jug every day. Family. I have to deal with family a lot. I have to make money to give to family. Quite a bit, and so it's like stuff like. I mean, I have other things going on. But I do
have to make money to give to family. So the money you make, that's basically the book and the TikToks. That's where you make your money.
Yeah, that's like
your brand deals and stuff.
But yeah, stuff like that. But what I'm saying
is, that's really nice of you that you do that.
But what I'm saying is,
it's a compliment.
Thank you. I'm a saint. No, but what I'm saying is that with The Brutalist.
Yeah.
So the first time I saw it, dude, I was so stoked for this movie. Okay. So stoked. I watched the trailer was amazing. I watched the trailer like every day.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks leading up to the movie. I went, this is going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
I hear it's like Paul Thomas Anderson, who's one of my favorite filmmakers. It's like a mixture of him meets like Tarkovsky, another filmmaker that I love.
Yeah.
And so I'm so stoked. It's like, Adrian Brody, oh my God, this is great. Go see the movie. And I go see it with Alex Ernst.
Okay.
And me and Alex...
Did he like it?
When we got to the intermission, we're like, okay, let's see where this goes. And then after the movie, we just walk out and we like kind of shrug. And Alex goes, it was different. And that's what he always says when we watch a movie that's like a little strange.
Right.
And he goes, it was different. And then he was like, I didn't like that. And when I don't know if this happens with you, but sometimes when you see a movie with somebody, their energy is contagious, right?
Yeah.
So if they're like
100%,
if they're like, I hated that, then you start to go kind of like, oh, okay. Then you start to at least question your own opinion on it a little bit, right?
Yes.
If you both come out like that was awesome, then it's fine. Then you're validated in your opinion.
Right.
But if you come out and you're like, well, if somebody doesn't like it, then you feed off that. So when I came out of The Brutalist, I thought like, yeah, I don't know if I like that very much. I don't know if I did, but I went, I have to see that again. Like I'm like, I have to see it again. So I saw it a second time.
You are such a film person.
Yeah.
That you forced yourself to like the movie.
I didn't force.
Yeah, you
no,
did.
I didn't.
No.
That's not.
Go back again.
That's
okay.
Not,
go back the second time. What happened?
Okay, I go back a second time. I didn't like it again.
No,
I didn't like it again, and I was like, What is, because I acknowledged there's so many good things in the movie. It's beautifully shot. The acting is incredible.
Right.
The writing is very good at times. But I'm like, why don't I like this? There has to be a reason I don't like this.
This is such a classic setup for a joke. Third time I see The Brutalist.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
There's no fucking way.
I didn't like it. And I went, okay, I don't like this movie.
You are the ideal film goer, man.
I don't like this movie. That's what I said. I don't like this movie.
See The Brutalist 3 times. If you don't like it, go back a fourth. I mean, like, you are the like ideal film goer.
I'm the AMC A-list, like, because I have AMC A-list, which you get a free movie every other day.
Yeah.
You get to see.
That's nice. What do you pay per month for that?
$25.
You pay $25 and you can go to as many movies as you want.
Dude, it's a great
That
deal.
is a good deal.
Yeah, so that's why it's not. By the way, I'm not paying $25 each ticket to go.
Bro, if AMC doesn't throw you some money for this clip alone, I mean, what a loyal film goer you are.
I'm spending 10 hours of my life at this point seeing a movie that I'm like, I don't like this. like deliberately, as I'm watching the movie, I'm going, I don't like this movie. And I think the reason why is because I was like, you're taking up so much time. I think that was my thing, right? I was like, you're taking up so much of my time.
She's like she's like an old bad girlfriend. You keep going back to.
So I'm battling in my head about this movie. I really am battling with it. Because there's so many good things about the movie. And I'm like, why isn't it connecting with me?
Yeah.
Why is this movie not connecting?
You're not Jewish.
But why do I keep coming back to it?
Yeah.
It's weird. So the fourth time I saw The Brutalist, which at this point now, it's been 11 hours of my life.
Yeah.
Spending watching the same moving images back and forth. My mom and my brother want to see it. So I go, I don't know, guys. I don't know if you're going to like it. And they go, no, we want to see it. It's best picture, whatever. We want to see it. I see it again. And I go, you know what? I'm just going to let this movie just wash over me. And I'm just going to not be so like trying to figure it out.
Right.
Trying to crack this movie. I'm just going to let it wash over me. And when I did that, I was like, oh, this is the best movie of the year.
So you liked it on the fourth time.
I loved it on the fourth time.
You realize you have zero credibility right now. Zero.
But
the fact that you were chastising Todd and I in the group chat about what the best picture was, that you needed to see it 4 times. I thought you loved it every single time. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't like it, and then I continued to not like it, and then the fourth time I loved it.
I can't imagine you getting in your car, going back up, going to AMC, and the woman sees you. And they're just like, yo, what's this guy's fucking nuts?
Back again,
Back again to see The Brutalist by myself.
You're like, they're like, you're gonna go see Dogman, right?
Yeah,
and
like,
no, no.
I love that you're like, one for Dogman. No, wait a minute. Get
just
Brutalist.
Yeah.
One more time.
I think it'll click this time.
Didn't you see Oppenheimer 4 times?
I saw Oppenheimer 3 times. I didn't like it the first time I watched it, but then the second time I watched it, I loved it, and then the third time I watched it, I loved it even more. Is this
Do
crazy?
you tell this when you go on dates? You tell this to people that I saw The Brutalist 4 times?
I try to avoid that if I can. Maybe not a first one. Maybe that's like that's deeper into the thing.
Yeah.
Because that if I say that on the first one, that's it. That's that they go, why did that happen?
It's funny when Sean Baker was thanking the sex workers. Which is a great thing to do, but it also like implicates yourself in a strange way.
To be like, hey, all the prostitutes, I just want to say how much I fucking love you. Which is funny because it's like, I always wonder, and Sean Baker's a great filmmaker too, right?
Sure.
But I'm like, what's he up to? Does he have like, does he just like, he must have had like a really good experience with the sex
I think
worker.
he produces with his wife, and
right.
I loved Anora. I did not feel as if it was the best picture.
But this is what I'll say, dude.
Yeah.
You're wrong about Anora. It's very good. It's a very good movie. It's a very good movie.
I just didn't think it was like...
You would have had a different man win, as opposed.
I enjoyed... I thought the Bob Dylan movie was more impressive.
But the Bob Dylan movie is just retelling a story that already happened to me. It's like a really good dramatization when you're watching a documentary about Bob Dylan. You know how they put the dramatizations and like Timothy Chalamet did a great job. But it's like, to me, that I see that as different. It's like, to me, it's like that.
Yeah, the second time I
retelling.
The second time I watched the Dylan movie, I was kind of like, what the fuck's he crying about? He doesn't want to play folk music.
That's the whole.
That's
the whole thing.
I want to play folk music, man.
He's like, but you're making so much money off this. Like, I don't want to do it though.
Yeah,
I want to play electronic.
Have you ever seen the interview of Bob Dylan on 60 Minutes with Ed Bradley? It's such a good interview.
I think so. Isn't that where he's like an older guy?
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah. He got invited to the Oscars and he didn't show up.
I saw that.
He won a Nobel Peace Prize.
He didn't show up.
And he didn't show up. You know how gangster that is, dude? You know how fucking that's like next level, like nonchalantness. You know how we're talking about people being nonchalant and like not caring and stuff and like not taking compliments well? Like that's the peak of that.
He's so interesting in that interview. He goes like, Ed Bradley asks him, he's like, you wrote all these like amazing songs in the 60s and 70s and blah, blah, blah. He goes, yeah, but can't do that anymore. Like that. And Ed Bradley's like, well, what do you mean you can't do it anymore? He's like, I did it once. It doesn't come to me anymore. It's like it's
a really good impression of him.
It's chilling. It's fucking chilling to be like, oh wow, like he's being really honest about like, because those songs he was saying they just came to him.
Yeah, it's like me and you with our Vines, dude. It's like that was like, where did those come from? Where did those come from?
I miss Vine.
Yeah, me too. Sometimes.
Why don't we bring it back?
Just leave it. Just let it die.
It's so funny. I was just talking to the guys about David's vlogs the other day, and they were saying the same thing. They're like, if you bring it back, it's not cool anymore.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's like the Friends reunion.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. Or it's like a sequel. It's like Good Burger 2. Yeah. It's like everyone's like, okay. Good Burger.
I'm not that interested in being cool. I'm more interested in
making money.
Yeah, paying my mortgage. That is the best thing about being older, you know.
It's just boring about money only. And not having any.
No, you draw like all your like cool factor, anything, any worries about that. Like it doesn't even come in. It used to come in my head all the time. Like when I was like 30, I'd be like, oh my God, like this person's doing this, and oh, they're at this cool thing and I'm not. And all that goes away. It's so nice.
Just this lack of caring.
Yeah, you just lose it. You're just like, oh, I don't.
I feel like I'm on 60 Minutes now interviewing Jason Edge. You're like, when you get older, you know, you just.
I feel like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
I could do it.
But instead of
I can make vines once. Not anymore.
Alec, the cracked out uncle. I don't know where it came from, man. Yeah. You said you wrote The Soda Dad in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Just like that, huh?
It just came to me.
Where'd it come from?
Some from the stars, maybe. Some... Maybe another planet.
Yeah.
Wasn't me. So
that's crazy.
Definitely wasn't me. Hey, I bought a $19 strawberry yesterday.
What? What do you mean?
I bought a $19 strawberry yesterday.
Like a package of Starburst?
It's like a riddle. It's so funny. You don't know what it is, right?
Like a package of strawberry? Like you bought a bunch of strawberries for $19.
A singular strawberry for $19.
I'm going to just throw out a name of the place you got it from.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was it Erehwon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
So I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, all right, this will be a good TikTok, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm with Naveen, and I'm like, you ask for it. I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I don't want to ask for this strawberry.
Yeah.
And
because what if they recognize you? They're like, Jason?
Yeah.
You can't afford this strawberry.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
You can't afford this strawberry.
We know your finances.
Yeah.
And then this guy comes up. This guy, Edgar, super nice. He works there.
Yeah.
And he's like, Jason, what's up? I'm like, what's up, Edgar? And he's like, what you doing, man? He's like, blah, 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 blah. He's super, super nice. And then I'm like, Edgar, I'm like, I need the $19 strawberry. And he's like, oh, no, man. He's like, we're out of those. And I guess they had like guards guarding them or whatever. If you guys don't know, well, if the people don't know, it's a strawberry that they sell for $19.99. It's one strawberry. It comes in a case. We did it on the vlogs, and it's in my vlog today. And so, yeah, it was just like all the rage on TikTok. It was like, so it's this weird thing of like, well, it's stupid. Maybe it does taste great.
Yeah.
So finally, we tracked it down yesterday, got it open. I've never felt so fucking dumb.
And scammed. In your life.
In my entire life. It was, I I thought at least it would like have this like amazing like candy taste, like it would just like pop in my mouth.
Explosion of flavor.
That I would have been like, okay, it's $19,
Right.
it's overpriced, but at least it was like this. It was like if you went to Ralph's and you bought a thing of strawberries, say you get 13, maybe it was the best one in there.
Mm-hmm.
Complete and utter bullshit.
That's the cost of a whole meal. That's the cost of a whole meal. That's the cost of 2 Chipotle bowls.
Yeah.
Because I think most people just go, that's a scam. I think most people just go like, that's stupid. But I think people in LA go, well, I have to try it. I have all this money. I have to try it.
I mean,
but most people just go like, no. Most people just say no. Because like that most people in other places. What? What?
This guy's like marking things.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey man,
You got some in the bag.
do you have the $19 strawberry?
It's like you're asking for crack.
He looked at me. He went like this. He went, yeah, it's in the refrigerated section. And he was just like
So exhausted.
He's like, I can't believe you're. He was a black guy too.
Yeah.
And Naveen said, she's like, I can't believe you just asked a black guy for a
$19 strawberry.
But I wouldn't have. And then when I checked out, the clerk was white, and even he was like, he goes like this. He goes, "Getting the strawberry, huh?"
Yeah.
Like that. Like maybe they know it's bullshit.
I don't know why they don't tell you that. Say, hey man, was it a big strawberry? Or was it a tiny?
Yeah, it wasn't that big. It was like that. It was like like the biggest strawberry you'd get in a bunch of strawberries. I mean, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I say, what if we do a class action lawsuit for the strawberries and just be like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You scammed us all.
Yeah, but then the people in this, whoever, like Supreme Court or whatever, just be like, did you willingly buy a $19 strawberry?
Well, I have a TikTok page.
Right. Okay.
So I have to make content.
Right.
You know this.
Yeah.
I am so done.
Yeah.
I'm ready to quit.
You bought the strawberry, man. It's not anyone else's fault.
I know.
It's just there. It doesn't mean you have to buy it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? But they're in such high demand. They're in such high demand.
Yeah, they were sold out at several stores.
But do you think they're creating artificial demand by making only 10 strawberries? By only having 10 $19 strawberries and being like, when people come back, they're like, oh, it's all sold out. Because that's a marketing tactic where people withhold an amount and they go, we're out, and it creates demand.
I went out to dinner the other night.
What?
I went out to dinner the other night.
Okay, where? Where'd you go?
I have this app, and like I have like credit on this app. It's called the In Kind app.
Yeah,
and it's great. And so I was like, oh, free dinner. I'll take you. You want to go to free dinner?
Sure. What's the catch?
There's no catch.
Is it a nice restaurant?
That's the thing, is you can go to any restaurant.
What do you mean?
Well,
there's no such thing as a free lunch. You've heard that expression, right? What am I going to have to do?
Nothing.
I'm not going to have to kill the mouse for you.
No. I'll take you. I have like a bunch of credit on this app.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go to any restaurant for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could we go to?
Can't go to Chuck E. Cheese.
How many $19 strawberries can we buy? With this?
No, but I went the other night and I was like, guys, this is free. I'm like, I'm gonna go fucking wild. And then it came time to pay.
Yeah.
And the money wasn't there in the app. So that like my review, like I was like raving about the place.
Yeah.
But then when the bill wasn't free, my tune like completely changed. I was like, steak was a little dry.
I don't know about these fries. I don't know about this. And also the service, like they barely refilled my waters.
Free is the best.
Free's awesome. Free's so great. There's no better feeling.
What else can we do? How can we make some money?
You said this the other day at Todd's house. You're just like, hey boys, how do we make, how do I get myself out of this hole that I'm in? We're just trying to play pool, man.
Yeah, I thought maybe you guys would have like a bright idea, but nothing.
You came to the wrong folks.
You know what your idea was?
What?
You told me to write a romance novel about a werewolf. I asked Brandon, I go, I need like $1 million idea. Like, let's figure out some way to like make a lot of money. And he was like, here you go. You know what you do? And you said it so confidently that I was like, here it comes. Like, this is gonna be fucking great. Brandon's smart. He's young. He knows what's going on out there. And he's like, basically, what you do is you write a romance novel about a werewolf. That's it. He's like, romance novel about a werewolf. He's like, killer. There's a huge audience for it. Type it into AI. It'll spit it out to you. Done.
Yeah.
You become a big sci-fi writer.
Right.
Like that. That was your idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you take it or no?
Imagine if it worked.
That would be, it might
Imagine
work.
if it worked. I'm on tour. People are asking me about it. I'm like,
I don't know.
My buddy told me to do this.
Yeah. And honestly, you don't see the vision, dude. There's vision there. The vision is that.
Why don't you do it?
Because I don't want to do that.
You don't?
No. I don't want to write a romance novel about a werewolf.
I can't stand that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah.
People tell you to do something. You're like, I don't want to do that.
You should run for governor.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What would your...
My platform?
Yeah. What would your platform?
If I can get rid of these $19 strawberries is what I do.
Yeah.
Get
rid of $19 strawberries.
Yeah.
Make sure that TikTok stays.
Yep.
And then make it illegal to see the Brutalist more than once.
Goodbye, everybody. If I win the 210 Mega Millions tonight, what should I do?
Me and you.
Yeah.
We start our own company. Right? We go half
Writing
and half.
werewolf novels.
Werewolf novels and creating AI-generated editing software.
Okay, yeah.
And what we
Hook
can
up with
do-
Tai Lopez.
Hook up with
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. Well, basically what I'm saying is you're going to give me half the money when you win it.
You want the money for films.
I would like the money to make, because think about it. You give me
I thought about it.
150.
I have thought about it. When I play the lottery, sometimes you come in my head.
I come in your head? That sounds weird.
That came out wrong.
Yeah, it still comes a little wrong. You come in my face.
Yeah, when I play the lottery, I imagine you're just jizzing all over me.
It's jizzing all over my brain.
No, but you do come into my... You definitely come into my fantasies.
I come in your fantasies too? All right, this is getting deeper and deeper here.
I spin these fantasies in my head, like right after I play.
Right after I'm done jerking off, I spin these fantasies in my head about you.
I imagine you with a ball gag in your mouth, and you're bent over,
and Todd's pegging you.
Yeah. No. You definitely come in my fantasy.
Stop using the word "come."
Okay.
Appear.
You definitely enter into
There
my thoughts.
You definitely enter slowly and sensually. You enter me slowly and sensually.
No, you definitely. Look, bro, you want to hear how I think about you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You definitely
blow your load inside of my heart.
You definitely blow through my mind.
Yeah. I imagine you blowing my
Yeah. No, but I'll have a little fantasy. So like, well, first thing I'll pay off the house.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, well, it is 232 million. That's a lot of money. I'm like, would I probably would fund Brandon's movies. And then I go, well, I got to clear that with Naveen. and then I go, well, maybe I can just give Brandon like some money to make like a little movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely pop in.
It pops
there.
up in there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. But Naveen's like, his movies, he saw The Brutalist 4 times, right? 4 times?
Yeah.
So he's going to make movies like that?
He hated it the first 3 times.
And he hated it, right? Okay, yeah. So you want to entrust him with your money to make a film? Do you think that if you were to win it, you would go into cardiac arrest? Do you think you might have a heart attack? No. I'm actually asking because I don't know what it's like to win that amount of money at one time.
No, because I'm so prepped for it. Because I truly believe I'm going to win.
Yeah, of course.
And
you will win.
I put it out in the universe every day. That the other night,
vision board.
Well, yeah, I put it out, and the other night I saw that somebody won.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is me. But then I checked the numbers; it wasn't me. But that's where I am with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've already won.
Okay, good. Well, that's good that you've already won. You don't even need to look at the results. Spend money like you already have $210 million.
Which is crazier, you seeing The Brutalist 3 times, or me
4 times?
4 times, or me playing the lottery and already assuming I've won.
Same with me. I keep going to The Brutalist just hoping that I'm going to like it.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. But please give
anything you want to promote?
In Rainbows, great album. But no, I don't really have anything to promote. I mean, I have my book that is out.
What's the book
already.
called?
The Haystack.
It's out?
Well, I wrote it 3 years ago. It's been out for 3 years.
Oh, The Haystack.
Yeah, The Haystack.
The Haystack is out, but not the new one is out.
No, the new one is currently about to be published. Basically.
I tried to read your book.
Okay. Just too avant garde. No, it wasn't.
I tried to read your book, and I think it's the same thing as you not coming to my wedding. I think I was, and it's a similar. You wrote a book. I got married.
Were you a big reader?
We weren't there for each other.
Are you a big reader?
I'm not a big reader, and I remember the time when I remember the time I sat down with your book, and I was like, I'm going to read this.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to. If it was anything else,
if it was
if
a
you had
movie,
made a movie,
no,
I would have fucking sat and watched it.
You have no idea how many of friends of mine haven't read that book. The book did well
if you had
too,
an
but
art show, the book did well.
The book did well, but
Great.
but the my friends who aren't readers, none of them are readers. They're like, "Oh, you wrote a book." That's everyone because everyone goes, "Oh, that's so great, you wrote a book." That's such a And then I go, "Cool, yeah, have you And then they go, "Oh, I'm not gonna. No, me, I'm not gonna read it."
How many pages is it?
370.
Do you have
pages.
any friends that read the book?
I have 3 friends that read the book.
Who? Name them.
But you don't know them.
Oh, I don't know them.
Yeah.
Are they book people?
Yes. But all the people that we associate with are just
not readers.
So anti.
Yeah.
Reading.
Knowledge.
So anti. No, it's not even knowledge. It's just reading.
I sat down to read it and I was like, I can't read this. Because
it was boring.
No, because I was like, I just don't have the time to read it, which is wrong. I definitely could chip away at it and read it. Are there cliff notes? What's it about?
The Haystack is about, it's 3 different stories set in Orange County, which is where I'm from.
Oh, wow.
And the first story is about, the first story is more personal. It's about a kid who has an eating disorder.
Yep.
His parents divorce and he develops an eating disorder, but there's a lot of other things that happen in between that. But it's about that, and it's about 100 pages long. That's that first story. Second story is about one of the characters from the first story named Kylie, who is somebody that the Brad character has a crush on. It's about her now, and that story is now interconnecting with Brad's. Oh, wow. So we see elements of Brad's story in Kylie's story, just from a different perspective.
Oh, nice.
And Kylie's story is all about her dad died of cancer, and her mom is addicted to pills.
I'm out.
Her mom's addicted to medication. Third story is about Travis now. And Travis is the quote unquote worst character of the book, meaning he's like a bad person.
Yeah.
But his father also died in a very tragic way. And his mom was in a mental asylum, and he lives with his aunt.
Okay.
And so now he's also doing drugs. And so, but he develops a father-son relationship with his drug dealer named Pierce.
Oh, wow.
And so Pierce goes like, "Hey, if you just sell for me, you don't have to pay me for your stuff. Yeah. You just have to sell for me." And
that sounds good.
And then Travis starts selling to people that he knows.
Yeah. And then what happens?
And you have to read the book.
No, just tell me.
It ends.
Does Travis go to jail?
No. Well, I'm not going to tell you what happens.
Come on.
I can't.
Come on, man.
Can't tell you what happens. The way I describe it is,
I like the Travis story. Can we do more with that?
The Travis story is my favorite story.
Maybe I'll read the Travis story.
Read the Travis story.
I gotta find the book.
Literally,
the mouse got it, but
literally in the mouse got it. Literally, the book is structured where there's be a page break, and it says Travis's story or Kylie's story, right? So I'll go when we're done here.
Okay.
I'll go to Travis's story, and you can just read that.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to read the book.
No. Just Travis's.
I'm going to read Travis's, and then next week we're going to do book talk right here, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell you what happened.
Why don't you read the whole thing? Read through the whole thing.
I got to see The Brutalist.
No, don't. How about this? Compromise.
Don't see The Brutalist?
You don't see The Brutalist,
Okay,
you just read my book. 370 pages.
370 pages?
But it goes by quick, trust me.
All right, if I read the book, you'll come back next week.
If you read the book, I will come back next week. Yes.
All right, there we go. Goodbye, everybody.
Adios.
Go. We're gonna have book talk next week. So if you want to go read The Haystack, it's linked below. I'm gonna read it so you'll understand next week what we're talking about. Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.